What's holding you back from being a leader? That was what the facilitator asked us in a recent coaching call. I knew the answer immediately, but I didn't want to admit it, even to myself, because the honest answer was embarrassment. Even though I was making money as a PA, I was so ashamed of where I was in my business. I didn't even want to look at my real numbers. 2025 was my worst year in business. I struggled to enroll clients. I struggled to make money. And at the same time, this is the part that took me 51 years to understand. It was actually the best year of my life. In this video, I'm sharing what I learned when these two things collided. 3 lessons that changed how I measure success, and the one framework that pulled me through. If you're a high achiever who's ever felt like your results define your worth, this one's for you. So let me take you back to that coaching session. I was a smart medical professional. I should have been able to figure this business thing out by now. That's what I kept telling myself. If I could do well and advance my career and find the perfect job, why couldn't I just become an entrepreneur and do things the way everyone else does them and have the same success? I became obsessed with my results. What was amazing is that when I finally stopped and thought about this business that didn't have the results that I wanted, but then I actually thought about my life and my happiness and where I was in my life, I couldn't even believe the contrast. Here, all along for many years, I thought that I won't be happy until I have a successful business. But because of the coaching I was doing on myself, through all this transformation over the years, I was on the other side of it. I finally let go of this belief that my worth and my happiness was based on my results. That actually got me through high school, undergrad, PA school, right? I was as good as my grades were at that time, and it helped me to keep going. But now things were different. I wanted to live a life of joy and happiness and being present in the moment and enjoying my surroundings. And it was one day when I was on a walk when I realized I actually love my life. I finally moved to Arizona and I'm finally enjoying it. I stopped being obsessed about my results and I started focusing on what it is I really want. So I was failing on paper, but I was the happiest I'd ever been. That didn't go with my old beliefs. Here I was going for a walk, enjoying my beautiful neighborhood, enjoying the mountains and the palm trees and the bright flowers that just light me up. And when I thought about the fact that I didn't think I was a leader because my business wasn't doing well, it hit me like a ton of bricks. And it just clicked. This is what I had been working for. This is why I had done all the coaching myself, not to create a successful business, though that is what I'm still working on. But that isn't what makes me happy. I can be happy no matter how my business is doing, if I'm focused on what I truly want. And what I truly want is to enjoy living in a beautiful place, enjoy going for walks, doing yoga, going hiking, and spending time with people that I love. That's what's truly important to me, not how much money I made in my business. That's just a bonus when I get to help people and make some money. So even though I was growing from within, I was feeling more successful than ever, I started to wonder why are my numbers worse? And what I came to realize is that it was a lesson. It was a lesson for me to finally realize that I was on the other side of this. I didn't need my business results to fulfill me and light me up and make me happy. And now that I can have this freedom, I can create my business from a completely different place. Everything that I do in my business is through a different lens. It's through what do I want to create? How can I help someone? Not what do I need to have happen so I can feel good about myself. That is a huge shift. And I couldn't be more grateful for the worst year of business to show me that I had learned this lesson so that I can now show you how to let go of your obsession with your results. So I always talk about this belief-desire mismatch, and that's what keeps people unhappy and unfulfilled and unsatisfied. So my old belief was that my results equaled my worth. And that was a huge mismatch. So let me share the framework that got me there. There are 3 steps, and the first one is reveal. This one is a doozy because it brings to light all the things that are going on and basically running the show in your life, but you don't actually realize it's going on. So you can't shift out of or overcome or release things that you don't know are there. So the first step has to be to reveal. Reveal why you feel the way you do. What are your true beliefs? And what are your true desires instead? The second step is to release. You get to release all of those negative emotions that are holding you back and making you feel shitty, basically. The key here is that it's not about understanding this logically. It's not about thinking through this. It's about feeling it. So it could be a little bit difficult, but you've got to feel these negative emotions. You've got to feel the embarrassment. You got to feel the resistance. You got to feel that conflict that you have between where you are now and how you want to feel instead. And when you really feel this, then you can release it. So in my case, I sat with the embarrassment. I thought about how this was really making me feel and that this is the truth. This is what was keeping me stuck. This feeling of embarrassment that I was trying to avoid. But when I allowed it, it just went right through me. And feeling this discomfort is actually my specialty. I use a mind-body technique called tapping, and I'll connect some videos that show you how to do that. But it accelerates your ability to process these negative emotions. And then once you release those emotions, then you can realign. Realign the belief that you have with how you want to feel. You can start to create new beliefs from the inside out. You can start to redefine your life, redefine what success means to you. How do you really want to feel as opposed to what do you want to achieve and what do you want to check off your to-do list? What are the results that you need to have? So for me, I want to go on hikes. I want to enjoy my time and look at the beautiful surroundings that I live in and not spend every day working on my business. Joy became the measure, not money. And I didn't change any of my circumstances. I changed what I believed about them. And then my reality changed. Even though on paper it may not look like I'm successful, I felt successful, and that's way more important. And that's what I'm building on now. Now when I create these videos, it's out of desire, not necessity. It's out of passion, not obligation or desperation. So what 2025 proved to me is that I don't need any specific results to live the life that I want right now, today. And everything that I do now, this YouTube channel, my workshops, my coaching, it's all coming from such a better, more pure place. And it's good for me, good for my clients. If this video resonated, I would love for you to drop a comment and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss my next video and all my future videos. Thanks for being here. Bye.